Alright. The time has come for us to do the final class trial. One last class trial that will end the killing game. I have made my preparations, and I do have to say that it took me quite a bit to set my skills over here. I did have to make some sacrifices, which I'm gonna explain in just a little bit. But let's go over. No, I don't want to purchase that. Let's go over the skills that I have chosen. First and foremost, we're definitely gonna be using Kimiko's skill over here, Abracadabra. She is filled with mana, and she is gonna strike the mastermind with everything she got. So we're definitely gonna be using the Abracadabra on this one. And we're also gonna be using Digital Love, which is Kibo's skill. The reticle will lock onto nearby viewpoints while concentrating, effective during non-stop and mass panic debates, which I have never used before, but we're definitely gonna be using it on this one, because Kibo is not alone. He is gonna help us in defeating the masterminds. We are gonna do this together. He is not alone on this one, so we are definitely gonna use this skill, which is gonna prove to be useful and quite new for me. And yeah, I also removed the Psych Taxi skill so that I'll have a much easier time. Sadly though, I did have to give up on Maki's skill, which was the financing, and because, well, it's not really gonna help us in the class trial per se, it's more that it's gonna give us quite a lot of coins at the end of the class trial, which it's not really needed, and it does cost quite a lot of points for me to have it on me. I mean, if I were to have Maki, Kibo, and Himiko's skill over here set, then it would take like, what, 64... It would take like 80, like 88 on a slot, which leaves quite little room for any other skill that I can set, like the Envious Influence or Menacing Focus that I'm gonna need. So yeah, I do have to apologize, Maki, for this, but it is the way it is. I do wanna use the Abracadabra and the Digital Love. If I had more space, then I definitely would have used the financing, but it is the way it is. We also have the Influence, Envious Influence and Menacing Focus, like I said. And we're definitely going to be using the Laser Beam for the first time. Increases the speed of fired truth bullets, effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. We're going to be using Trigger Happy, which decreases the delay after using truth bullets, and the Machine Gun. Basically, skills that will definitely be useful in the non-stop debates, basically. With firing truth bullets especially, like the Laser Beam and the Trigger Happy. And the Machine Gun, because I love that fucking Machine Gun. The Machine Gun is the best. And, well, that's about it. Those are the skills that I'm gonna be using on a final class trial. I have read the evidence, once again. The difficulty is on mean for everything, just so you guys know. And, well, that's about it. Let's begin!
I'd like to begin by asking Shuichi a question, since this class trial was his idea. What exactly is the point of this class trial?
Yeah! Why are we having a class trial if no one died? Whoa! My voice was way louder than I expected. I might be on a roll today.
Hey! I'm no slouch at being a loudmouth either!
Me too.
Monodum's voice is super soft, though. Everyone cool with him getting blown up?
You said that the killing game would end if you exposed the truth at the class trial. So, you bastards, what is the purpose of this class trial?
Oh, that's a good question.
But his voice was quiet.
Does voice volume not matter at all?
The purpose of this class trial.
All right, I'll give you an answer. The reason I called for this trial is...
To retry a past case, of course.
That's it! I wish to retry a past case.
Yeah. You know, I wasn't quite certain about it, even though we chose the right culprit. I wish for the retry of the case of the person with the luchador mask that died in the garden. Or, wait, hold on. Wasn't it supposed to be something else?
A retrial?
For which case?
The first one, the murder of Rantaro Amami. I've found new evidence relevant to the case. In light of that evidence, I demand a retrial.
What's the point of a retrial? The result of the first-class trial has already been settled.
Yes, he was settled. At least, not in a fair way.
Yeah, yeah!
What if our vote was wrong?
Wrong?
Yes, wrong. Apparently, during our last investigation, we have found some peculiar pieces of evidence that reminds us of the first case. Stuff that I think needs to be discussed.
Monokuma said the blackened for that incident was Kaede.
Are you saying he was wrong?
What?
Mono Kid, your reactions are too extreme. It's making the rest of us look bad.
Oh, you better behave, kids! Otherwise, Daddy is gonna go all boom boom on you all.
Oh shit! He's already got the detonator!
To test the validity of our vote, we're going to retry the entire case. If Monokuma was wrong, the validity of these trials would be in question. The entire killing game wouldn't make sense anymore.
Indeed. You, Monokuma, knew every single time who the killer was. Except the fifth case. You should know very well who the culprit of the first case is. And we discovered it was Kaede. And every piece of evidence pointed at her as the culprit. However, if you said that the person we chose was correct, and yet they didn't do it, that means you have executed an innocent person and broke the rules without us knowing. Doesn't that sound a little familiar, Monokuma?
I see. You think you can destroy the game by calling out my failure as the game master.
You shouldn't have a problem with this if you have nothing to hide, Monokuma.
So in the end, the first case has become the focal point yet again. What a twist! What an interesting twist! Okay, let's do this!
So what is this new truth?
There are several. But before we go any further, I want to discuss Rantaro's talent.
Did you learn what his talent was?
Rantaro's ultimate talent was a mystery, but now I know. Rantaro's ultimate talent. Well, it was the ultimate quizmaster, of course. Rantaro was the ultimate quizmaster. Indeed. It all makes sense now. Remember how he said that he was gonna end the killing game before he died? He tried to get into the hidden room and use the almighty powers of our Lord and Savior, Alex Trebek, to stop the killing game in an ultimate game of Jeopardy.
Yeah? Is my guess right? But seriously though, we both saw that video, remember?
Damn it!
Yeah, you're right, Himiko. How can I forget? Alright, it was the ultimate survivor.
That's it! He was the ultimate survivor.
Ultimate survivor?
I saw it too. He said so in his video.
Well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing game. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game. That's why you get this perk, the survivor perk.
Rantaro became the ultimate survivor after surviving a past killing game. After his memory was wiped, he participated in the killing game once again.
Indeed. Which is funny, cause you would think that with all of these flashbacks, we would all remember a killing game in which he participated. But we didn't. This is literally the first time I'm hearing of a different killing game that happened before this one, and that Rantaro participated in it.
So this wasn't Rantaro's first killing game?
Why did he participate in a second killing game?
I'm not sure yet. But after I learned that Rantaro was the ultimate survivor, I deduced his objective.
Rantaro's objective?
The reason he went to the library before he was killed, and why he knew about the hidden door.
Didn't he just happen to randomly notice the hidden door?
Apparently not, Himiko. He wasn't like Shuichi when he discovered the hidden door by himself. Rantaro actually had help in fighting the hidden door.
That's what I thought at the time, but it appears that assumption was false. There was an actual reason Rantaro knew about the door.
Yes, that reason is... it was the survivor perk.
That's it! Rantaro was given this monopad as a kind of survivor perk. It has a map of the entire academy, including areas that had not yet been unlocked. Of course, that includes the hidden room.
To think Rantaro was given that as a survivor perk.
He found out about the hidden room with this map?
He sure did. And it's not just the map that was in the monopad. There was also an interesting message for Rantaro as well, that was there to help him end the killing game.
The monopad also contained a video Rantaro recorded for himself.
If the Mastermind ever needed a spare Monokuma, they would head to the hidden room.
The message was what inspired him to go to the library to investigate the hidden room.
A time limit is now in effect. If a murder does not occur by nighttime, 2 days from now, then every student forced to participate in this killing game will die! Mauled to shreds by countless Monokumas from the rumored Monokuma making machine!
The Mastermind would have gone to that room to mass-produce Monokuma once time ran out. So, in order to figure out who the Mastermind was, Rantaro went to the hidden room at the back of the library just before time ran out.
Indeed. He must have thought that if he went to the hidden room before the time ran out, he would actually find the Mastermind inside at the right time, trying to mass-produce the Monokumas. He would then find out who it is, try to stop them, and end this game.
That's right. Rantaro must have come to the same conclusion that Kaede and I did.
It sure is ironic that the ultimate survivor died because of Kaede's trap.
Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. It's like Mew dying because of toilet paper.
But if Rantaro had a clue like that, why didn't he come to us with it?
I assume because he didn't trust us. The killing game had just started, after all. What he said in his video message certainly didn't help either. He told himself to only share this information with people he could trust.
He didn't have any recollection of filming this message, right? That means he must have had trouble believing it as well.
It was probably confusing to him, too. That's why he didn't consult us.
However, he did mention the words Ultimate Hunt back when he was alive. When we were in the dining hall. He was confused. But it can be that he was also scared, so he mentioned this and thought that maybe he could trust those inside the dining hall. But clearly he had second thoughts about it. Why the long face? It's nothing. I figure no one would listen to some guy who can't even remember his own talent, right? This is exactly what Monokuma wants us to do. So what else is part of his plan? Is my memory part of it too? If it is, then... can I even trust myself?
He didn't know if he could trust that video, or trust us, or even trust himself. He must have been so lost. But with the time limit approaching, he decided to take a chance.
There's no need for that, because I'm going to end this game. I've already decided.
You're going to end this game?
It's not about outfoxing everyone in this killing game. It's about ending the game itself. That's the real goal. Can you even accomplish such a feat? I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't think I could.
So we went to the library alone, without telling anyone.
And then he got killed by Kaede's trap.
It is another living proof that you cannot end the killing game all by yourself. And it sure isn't the first time we see this happen.
The only people who knew about the hidden door at that time were Rantaro and I. I had Kaede with me, and I thought I could trust her, so I told her about the hidden room. That was the difference between me and Rantaro, I suppose. I had Kaede.
And Kaede's the one who killed him!
What a snake!
Hey, so what are you guys talking about? Is this something I forgot?
I don't know anything about what they're saying.
Is this something that transpired before we were born?
So what's your point? You know who Rantaro was and why he did what he did. But it's pointless now, isn't it?
No, it's not pointless.
On the contrary, Monokuma, it is far away from pointless. It is a point, without a less.
Now that we know this new information, if we look back at Rantaro's case, we can find a new truth that we missed at the time.
A new truth?
I don't really get it, but we just need to look at Rantaro's case again, right?
You are right, Tum Tum. Granted, it has been It has happened a while ago, but I'm pretty sure you will be able to recollect things quite easy nonetheless. After all, you are quite plain. A special kind of plain.
Then let's do it.
Yes, let's do this together.
With my vast magical powers, I'll turn Monokuma into an omnibus.
Alright! And that way we're gonna get on the Monokuma omnibus and fly our way out of here by escaping through the cage.
I don't really get that either, but I guess we're gonna republish Monokuma.
I'm not too sure either, but a real battle is just beginning. We'll prove that the result was wrong, and corner the mastermind together. It is on now, mastermind. You are gonna have a lot of explaining to do. Let's get dangerous, Shuichi.
Rentaro went to the library just before Monokuma's time limit expired.
Using the information provided by the survivor perk, he made his way to the hidden door.
To expose the identity of the mastermind.
But before he could achieve
That's
that goal,
true.
he got hit in the head with a shot put ball and died.
That's also true.
Because of Kaede's fully automatic killing machine.
Hey, wait, what?
Fully automatic?
There was no culprit at the scene.
You mean this one?
The only one in the library at the time of the murder was Rentaro himself.
That's a fact, right?
The camera went off just before the incident, and only Rentaro was in the picture.
But Rantaro was the only one at the scene. That's what we concluded at the first trial. But was it really true? I do have to wonder about that.
Rentaro went to the library just before Monokuma's
Okay, well, I'm
time
thinking
limit
about
expired.
this.
Using the information provided by the
I'm gonna
survivor
look at. I'm first.
He made his way to
First
the
things
hidden
first. I'm
door.
gonna look at the statements and see what is wrong.
Expose the identity of the mastermind.
Okay, so that is true.
But before he
And I'm
could
gonna
achieve
think
that
about the truth
goal,
bullets
he got hit in the head with a shot put ball and
without
died.
looking at the list.
Because of Kaede's fully automatic killing machine.
And see if I'm correct when I choose the right truth bullet without looking at the
There was no
list.
culprit at the scene.
Just so that I can test myself
Only
with
one in the library at the
Himiko.
time of the murder was Rentaro himself.
That's a fact, right?
The camera went off just before the incident, and only Rentaro was in the picture.
Let me see what Monokuma said once again.
Using
Before the time limit, that's correct.
To expose the identity of the mastermind.
Kaede's fully automatic killing machine.
Fully automatic?
There was no culprit at the scene. The only one in the library at the time of the murder was Rentaro himself.
Nah, I'm having my doubts here, Monokuma.
The camera went off just
I mean,
before
there
the
are
incident.
pieces of there is a piece
And
of
only
evidence
Rentaro was
that
in the
I'm
picture.
thinking of that can tell us that there was somebody else other than Rantaro.
Rentaro went to the library just before Monokuma's time limit expired.
Using the information provided by the survivor perk, he made his way to the hidden door.
To expose the identity of the mastermind.
Alright, well,
But before he
let's
could
see.
achieve that goal,
I'm thinking of the monopad
he
over
got
here.
hit in the head with a shot put ball and died.
Yep,
Because of
I was right.
Kaede's fully automatic killing
Himiko was
machine.
right. This can be used.
Automatic? There was no culprit at the
This
scene.
will definitely tell us that it wasn't just
The only
Rantaro
one
in the library.
at the time of the murder was Rentaro.
Alright, hot damn!
That's wrong!
Hey, how fast the true bullet goes.
No, Rantaro was not the only one in the library at the time the murder occurred.
And it actually did feel like the crosshair was stuck to the viewpoint for a second there, which makes it tons easier for me to shoot it. And with the other skill that makes it faster for me to shoot bullets, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Thank you, Himiko. Thank you, Kibo. And I'm gonna have to thank everyone who has given me the skills.
This survivor perk monopad is proof of that.
Why would that monopad be evidence?
The monopad was given exclusively to Rantaro as his survivor perk, correct? But when we searched Rantaro's body, he didn't have it on his person. He only had his student handbook monopad.
Indeed. Given the fact that it had blood on it, means that he must have had it on him when he died. However, when we searched the crime scene, we didn't find it. And that means somebody must have taken it. And now we found it inside the hidden room.
Which means that someone took this monopad from Rantaro after the murder.
That's very wrong!
Oh. Okay.
Wow, that's what we've been saying!
A rebuttal showdown with the Cubs?
What? Keep quiet, will you? I don't have time for your nonsense right now.
Really? I have no clue what anyone is talking about.
If we don't chime in soon, Pops is gonna push the detonator.
Then we better not let these fucking chumps run their mouths anymore!
Really now? You're gonna fight us? I have been waiting for so long for me to finally cut some bears apart. And you are the perfect feast for my sword. You are gonna regret facing the almighty immortal truth.
A bloody monopad is disgusting! You should wash it right away!
That's not a real rebuttal!
Someone stole the survivor perk. Where's the proof?
No way there's a bloody thief!
I cannot waste time like this. I gotta finish this quickly.
A bloody monopad is disgusting!
Okay.
You should wash it right away!
That's not a real rebuttal!
I'm just warming up over here.
Someone stole the survivor perk. Where's the proof?
No way there's a bloody thief!
I'm only showing 10% of my powers. Oh, time for blade luck.
But remember,
Pathetic.
Rantaro brought the survivor perk monopad to the library. If it's missing now, that must mean someone stole it.
He brought that monopad to the library?
I think there's maybe no way that's possible.
All he had on him was the student handbook monopad. He didn't bring the survivor perk with him.
You cannot assert it was stolen.
Yep, that's
Really?
right.
The whole in the argument is clear. I'll counter it right now.
He brought that monopad to the library?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I think there's maybe no way
There
that's
is clear evidence for that.
All he had on him was the student
Yeah.
handbook monopad.
The final picture.
He didn't bring the survivor perk with him.
He sure did, motherfucker. He sure did. Come on.
Yep, that's right.
I'm gonna show you the power. I'm gonna show you the
He
power
brought
of
that
pictures.
monopad to the library?
I think there's maybe no way that's possible.
All he had on him was the student handbook monopad.
The picture is worth 1,000 words.
Perk with him.
I'll cut through your words. No, there is no doubt Rantaro brought the survivor perk monopad to the library.
Monokuma was right about all 5 of you. You are all equally worthless! A bunch of little gummy bears that have just learned how to talk, acting all high and mighty. Now, it's time for the dessert.
The picture taken just before he died clearly shows him holding it.
That could be his student handbook monopad for all you fucking know.
Really? Then explain the blood on the survivor perk.
No, it was definitely this same monopad. You see the way the blood has dried here? The outline of his fingers matches how he was holding it in the picture.
Oh, you're right.
Shortly after this photo was taken, Rantaro was struck in the head by the shot put ball. Do you think that's when this bloody outline on the monopad was formed?
I do. That's why the monopad Rantaro is holding in this picture has to be the same monopad we have now.
What?
Well, I guess that's that. You guys have disappointed your father once again. Monokuma, it's time to go boom boom.
Come on, no overreacting. It makes us look like we're not paying attention.
Scream all you want! Monosuke's the one that's gonna get blown up!
Monokid!
Monotaro? I think that your memory is all foggy once again. That was not Monokid that died. It was Monosuke. His name was Monosuke. God, for you to forget even your brother's name is quite bad. Jesus Christ, Sonia.
I was so upset my cute cubs lost that my finger slipped. But those were some pretty fireworks. Even in death, my kid's a real cutie. I hear lions push their cubs into bottomless ravines to kill them.
They don't kill them.
So there was a thief, huh? I can't believe someone would do something so evil.
So who took the monopad? Do you know anything else?
Do we know anything about the person who took Rantaro's monopad? Yes, I think we do. Let me get the facts straight and think. Psych taxi! In the original car, a much fancier looking car, in my opinion, to be quite honest. Alright, let's do this. Honestly, I don't remember what the top speed was for the other car, and what this is, to see the differences and all that. And there's... wait, that's Kibo... Is that Kibo under the press once again? It kinda looks like it. Oh, but you look at this. They're moving. They're moving the letters and such. Alright, well, I guess so. Let's try and be a little creative over here. This is in the sense that I probably should use this to get... oh man, I focus. Try to get as many of these as possible, like real fast. I don't have my other car, but I'm gonna try to get these as fast as possible, you know. I mean, it already feels easier, but then again, it has been a while since I used the last car. Hmm? How many monopads did Rantaro have in the library? It sure was 2. Come on, boom boom! Get in the car, yo! Hey, baby. How about you play with Shuichi's ahoge? It sure is quite long and stiff. Okay. I'm not good at flirting and such, with sexy talk and such, but I guess so. The protagonists, however, are pretty good, I must say. And they're fucking teenagers, for God's sakes. Alright. Yeah, look at all this. Man, now they are moving the letters like up and down and such. Now this is what I call variety, folks. Okay, there's Shuichi between Kibo and the Excisos. This is what I call variety. Finally, we're getting something new over here. Which monopad was taken away? Oh, the Survivor perk. Monopad. Sweet. And it does seem that we have 4 phases to this. Come on. Let's go! And this already... Like, this already feels much easier with this card than with the other one. Like, okay, well, there's Shuichi and... Makoto. I mean, with the other car, I always... Like, I started to fear that I was gonna hit a car, like, out of nowhere. And I don't really like this place. This place is very narrow for me, for my taste. Right, there you go. Come on. Like, now they are... now the letters are moving on the ground. Alright. Where was the monopad taken to? Well, it sure wasn't the girls' bathroom, that's for sure. In the hidden room, of course. This is clearly not safe, I gotta say. It's not safe to pick women like this. Like, you know, I feel like Shuichi has played some Grand Theft Auto, like a long time ago. Reason why he's having such a weird minigame to begin with, but I don't think that's how you pick women in those games. Something tells me that it is less about having the girls jump on your car while running, and it's more like you're gonna have a lot of blood on the hood of your car. I'm just saying. I feel like there is some sort of discrepancy between what Shuichi is thinking and what is actually real and such in the Grand Theft Auto games. Like, I don't know. Should I even talk about this? I mean, I can't say that I'm a big fan of Grand Theft Auto. Ah, damn it. No, slow motion. Okay. Can't say that I'm a fan of Grand Theft Auto. I mean, they were fun, but I never really had the drive to complete a Grand Theft Auto game. Except for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I do remember completing that like a long time ago. Not when I was a kid, though. When I was a kid, I actually played GTA San Andreas as well. And it was just too difficult for me. And I think some of you already know of the infamous train sequence with me riding the motorcycle and such. That was a difficult part for me too, and I guess I'm not the only one in thinking that, to be quite honest. I couldn't get past that. Now, years later, however, I had like another difficult part, which had something to do with a toy helicopter and such. Who can enter the hidden room? Who can enter the hidden room, you say, eh? Well, the deceased, of course. Nah, it's the mastermind. Sweet though. And I don't know if this is actually going to be the last Psych Taxi or not, but if it is, then, well, it has been fun, but it has been fun.
The one who took that monopad is the mastermind. I'm sure of it.